The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, more commonly known as North Korea, remains one of the most secretive and closed-off nations on Earth. Its isolation from the rest of the world has only fueled curiosity and speculation about its internal workings and the lives of its citizens. However, one aspect of the DPRK that cannot be hidden is the sheer size of its military, the Korean People's Army. This formidable force is often showcased in grand military parades, where thousands of soldiers march in perfect unison, displaying the nation's military might. With an estimated 1.2 million active personnel, it is the fourth largest standing army in the world. This number is even more staggering when considering the country's relatively small population, highlighting the significant portion of society dedicated to military service. This massive military force is a product of the DPRK's ideology of Songun, or military first, which prioritizes the military in all aspects of state affairs. This policy ensures that the military receives the best resources and attention, often at the expense of other sectors. The KPA is structured into 5 branches: the ground force, the naval force, which patrols the waters surrounding the Korean peninsula, the air and anti-air force, responsible for defending the skies and providing air support, the strategic rocket forces, which manage the country's missile arsenal, and the special operation force, trained for unconventional warfare and elite missions. Each branch plays a crucial role in the DPRK's defense strategy, which is centered on the concept of asymmetric warfare. This strategy involves utilizing unconventional tactics and weaponry to counter the perceived threat from South Korea and its allies, primarily the United States. The aim is to offset the technological and numerical superiority of their adversaries. The KPA's size and structure are a reflection of the DPRK's history and geopolitical realities. The Korean War, which ended in an armistice rather than a peace treaty, left the peninsula divided and in a state of perpetual tension. Born out of the ashes of the Korean War, the DPRK has always viewed itself as being under constant threat from hostile forces. This historical context has deeply influenced its military policies and the development of its armed forces. This perception has led to the development of a highly militarized society, where military service is compulsory for all able-bodied citizens. From a young age, North Koreans are indoctrinated with the importance of military service and national defense. The KPA's sheer size and the DPRK's unwavering commitment to military strength make it a significant player on the global stage. Its military capabilities are a key factor in regional security dynamics and international relations. Understanding the KPA's structure, capabilities, and motivations is crucial for comprehending the complexities of the Korean peninsula and the wider security dynamics of Northeast Asia. The interplay between military power, political ideology, and historical context shapes the current and future landscape of this volatile region. The Korean People's Army presents a curious paradox: a vast military force equipped with a mix of outdated equipment and surprisingly advanced technology. This juxtaposition of old and new creates a unique military profile that is both intriguing and concerning to military analysts and policymakers around the world. While much of its conventional weaponry dates back to the Soviet era, the DPRK has made significant strides in developing its ballistic missile and nuclear programs, posing a direct threat to regional and international security. These advancements have been achieved despite the country's economic struggles and international sanctions, showcasing a relentless focus on military development. The KPA's ground forces, while numerically superior, rely heavily on aging tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery systems. These systems, many of which are decades old, are often seen as relics of a bygone era, yet they remain a core component of North Korea's military strategy. Many of these weapon systems are technologically inferior to those employed by South Korea and its allies, raising questions about their effectiveness in a modern conflict. The disparity in technology is stark, with South Korea's military benefiting from advanced Western technology and support, while North Korea struggles to keep pace. However, the DPRK compensates for this technological disadvantage with its sheer numbers and its emphasis on asymmetrical warfare tactics such as infiltration and guerrilla warfare. These tactics are designed to exploit the weaknesses of technologically superior adversaries, making the most of North Korea's strengths in unconventional warfare. In contrast to its conventional forces, the DPRK has invested heavily in developing its ballistic missile and nuclear capabilities. This focus on strategic weapons is intended to provide a deterrent against perceived threats and to project power beyond its borders. The country has conducted numerous missile tests in recent years, showcasing its growing ability to strike targets as far away as the continental United States. These tests serve both as a demonstration of capability and as a means of political signaling to the international community. This rapid advancement in missile technology has alarmed the international community and led to increased sanctions against the DPRK. The global response has been one of condemnation and concern, with many nations calling for a halt to North Korea's missile and nuclear programs. The DPRK's pursuit of nuclear weapons is a major source of tension in the region. The potential for nuclear conflict on the Korean peninsula has far-reaching implications for global security and stability. The country claims that its nuclear program is a deterrent against foreign aggression, but many countries view it as a destabilizing force. This narrative of self-defense is often met with skepticism as the international community grapples with the potential consequences of a nuclear-armed North Korea. The international community has condemned the DPRK's nuclear tests and imposed sanctions in an effort to curb its nuclear ambitions. These sanctions aim to pressure North Korea into abandoning its nuclear program, though their effectiveness remains a topic of debate. Despite these sanctions, the DPRK has shown no signs of abandoning its nuclear program, highlighting the challenges in resolving the nuclear standoff on the Korean peninsula. Diplomatic efforts have been ongoing, but a lasting solution remains elusive. The DPRK's pursuit of advanced military technologies, even as it struggles to maintain its conventional forces, underscores the complex security challenges posed by competition. Balancing the need for deterrence with the risks of escalation is a delicate task for all parties involved. Propaganda plays a pervasive role in North Korean society, and the military is no exception. The omnipresence of propaganda in North Korea is a testament to the regime's commitment to control the narrative and maintain a tight grip on its people. The regime utilizes a constant barrage of propaganda to instill loyalty, obedience, and a sense of perpetual threat from external enemies within the ranks of the KPA. This unending stream of information is designed to create a unified mindset among soldiers, ensuring that they remain steadfast in their duties. This indoctrination begins early in life and continues throughout a soldier's service, shaping their worldview and influencing their actions. From a young age, children are taught to idolize the supreme leader and view the military as the ultimate protector of their nation. State-controlled media, including television, radio, newspapers, and even public loudspeakers, constantly broadcast messages glorifying the supreme leader, reinforcing his image as a benevolent and omnipotent figure, praising the KPA as the protectors of the nation, and emphasizing their role in safeguarding the country's sovereignty and independence, and demonizing South Korea and the United States as imperialist aggressors. This portrayal of external enemies serves to unite the populace against a common foe, fostering a sense of nationalistic pride and duty. Soldiers are subjected to mandatory political education sessions where they are taught to revere the Kim dynasty and view the outside world with suspicion and hostility. These sessions are meticulously designed to reinforce the regime's ideology and ensure that soldiers remain loyal and obedient. This relentless propaganda serves several purposes. It not only aims to control the thoughts and actions of the soldiers, but also to create a cohesive and unified military force. It seeks to legitimize the Kim regime's rule by portraying them as infallible leaders who are solely responsible for the country's security and well-being. The portrayal of the Kim dynasty as divine and unerring leaders is a central theme in North Korean propaganda. It fosters a siege mentality among the populace, convincing them that they are constantly under threat from hostile forces and that only the KPA stands between them and annihilation. This sense of perpetual danger ensures that the people remain vigilant and supportive of the military. Furthermore, propaganda is used to motivate soldiers and boost their morale. By constantly reminding them of their noble mission, the regime ensures that soldiers remain committed to their cause. They are told that they are fighting for a just cause, defending their homeland from foreign invaders. This narrative of defending the motherland is deeply ingrained in the soldier's psyche. The KPA is portrayed as an invincible force, imbued with the spirit of yush or self-reliance, capable of overcoming any obstacle. This portrayal not only boosts the soldier's confidence, but also instills a sense of pride in their capabilities. While the effectiveness of this propaganda is difficult to gauge, it undoubtedly plays a significant role in shaping the mindset of KPA soldiers. The constant reinforcement of these messages ensures that soldiers remain aligned with the regime's goals. It fosters a sense of loyalty to the regime, obedience to superiors, and a willingness to fight and die for the cause, even if it means facing a technologically superior enemy. This unwavering dedication is a testament to the power of propaganda in shaping the beliefs and actions of individuals. Life as a soldier in the Korean People's Army is a far cry from the images of modern militaries often portrayed in the media. Characterized by long hours, harsh conditions, and meager provisions, service in the KPA is as much a test of endurance as it is of military skill. Mandatory military service, lasting 10 years for men and 7 for women, consumes a significant portion of a North Korean's life. From a young age, citizens are prepared for this eventuality, with physical training and ideological indoctrination woven into the education system. While the KPA boasts a vast number of soldiers, the reality is that many are undernourished and ill-equipped. Basic necessities such as food, clothing and housing are often in short supply, forcing soldiers to engage in activities like farming or construction to supplement their rations. Despite the hardships, desertion rates remain relatively low. This can be attributed to the pervasive propaganda that instills fear of the outside world and loyalty to the regime. Additionally, the threat of severe punishment, not only for the deserter but also for their family, acts as a powerful deterrent. The stark reality of life within the KPA stands in stark contrast to the glorified image presented by the regime's propaganda machine. Nonetheless, it is a reality that millions of North Koreans have experienced and continue to endure, highlighting the human cost of the DPRK's militarized society.